Good afternoon, guys and gals. I am coming to you with some, I guess to me, it's very disturbing. Domestic violence is never cool, never acceptable in my book. Um, but if you haven't been on the internet, you don't know, the internet is on fire today. Fabulous and Emily and her father were in an altercation, and it was caught on video by somebody inside of Fabulous's house. So the video, was really, really disheartening to me for a lot of reasons. But before I get into why and give my advice to the people that are involved, watch the video.
So you ever come around me ever again? Ever come around me ever again? I don't give a fuck what the fuck you have him at my house for. Sir, that's my motherfucking daughter. Fucking coward. You a coward. You a fucking ain't no gun. Okay? Yeah, I don't have to have bullets here. You gonna see him. I got your name on it. I got your name on it. Nah, get on fucking take me. Fucking take me, man. So you ever come around me ever again? Ever come around me ever again? I don't give a fuck what the fuck you have him at my house for. Sir, that's my motherfucking daughter. Fucking coward. You a coward. You a fucking ain't no gun. Okay? Yeah, I don't have to have bullets here. You gonna see him. I got your name on it. I got your name on it. Nah, get on fucking take me, man.
So as you can see, Fabulous was upset that Emily had her father there. We don't know the backstory on why he didn't want this man in his house. We don't really know the backstory on, the domestic violence situation, why it happened, why it occurred. Not trying to say that any type of violence in a relationship is justifiable, but we all know that there's two sides to every story. So, for me, it's a touchy situation because I've been in similar situations. And the most touchy part of this situation is that you can hear the children crying in the background. The children are the ones that are most affected in these situations. So I'll start with my advice for the two of them together as parents. When you are a parent, yes, we are human. We make mistakes. We don't do everything right. But at the end of the day, your decisions should be based on what's best for your children. I've had to make some very, very, very hard decisions that I was judged for when it came to my own children. But when I made this decision, I had to take myself completely out of it and do what was best for my child. So as parents, this scenario is not a good look for the children. So I'm going to start with my advice or opinion words to Fabulous. When it gets to the point in your relationship that you feel like you need to be violent, especially around your children, if you feel like you have to put your hands on a woman, emotionally abuse her, verbally abuse her, whatever the case may be, it's time for you to leave. When you feel like you're losing control, that you have to turn it into a violent situation, it's time to walk away. Cut your losses. If not for, your children's sake, for the sake of, you going to jail, you being labeled, or it ain't about being labeled, because if you put your hands on her, that's what it is. But for your career, make a conscious decision to say, you know what, I love this woman, I'm angry, I don't like what she did or what have you, whatever sparked it, because I don't know, I wasn't there. I'm not saying he's right. I'm not saying that he should have put his hands on her, because he shouldn't have. But at that point, when you're rationalizing, when you're thinking, whatever it is that is making you justify putting your hands on a woman, stop. It's not worth it. Walk away. And if I had the opportunity, what would I say to Emily as a woman who's been through it? We often get judged harsh as mothers. When it comes to our children, they are the first priority. And sometimes you'll make decisions that people don't understand for the best interest of your child. I've been there. I was ridiculed and judged for decisions I made, but at the time when I made them, I had to take myself out of the equation and make the best decision I felt was for my children. So I would say that right now your focus should be solely on them. If this is the type of atmosphere that, you know, they're going to see on a regular, you got to let it go. And I'm not sure what her steps are, what she's taken. You can clearly tell that in the video, you know, there's some fear there. There's some, she's scared, you know, so that lets me know that she's been through some shit with this man. So I would say, do what you got to do for the sake of your children. Pull that inner strength, you know, and try to the best of your ability to limit these situations that they'll see you go through with their father. Because one thing I do know is at the end of the day, when you make those decisions and you stand strong, they'll appreciate that. Because people think that because kids are young or what have you, they don't see what's going on. They don't know. They know. Trust me. I've been there. And from the decisions that I made, my children were able to say to me when they got older, like, I understand why you did that. So I would say to Emily is, you don't deserve that treatment. Your children don't deserve that treatment. No matter how much you love that man, he can still be their father. He can still be in their life. He just can't be in yours, sweetie.